Hey, Little Miss No-Buy here. Today I just want to go over some real numbers for Disney Vacation Club. These are real numbers based on what Disney is currently offering, and I just wanted to show everybody what you would actually pay for Disney Vacation Club if you bought this contract direct from Disney and you kept it for the full 47 years. So I looked at this yesterday. This is Riviera. Riviera, it's 2023 right now and is good through 2070, so 47 years. The purchase price is $50,000 plus extra, and that's a discounted price. They're giving you a break based on the 250 points. It would be like $54,000. So for 250 points, that'll get you a one-bedroom accommodations at the Riviera for 7 nights a year. 250 points is what I figured it would take me to get there based on the time of year I want to go. I think Disney's actually recommending 275 points if you want a one bedroom, but we'll just go with 250 because I've been able to make that work. So the dues right now are $850 and some extra, maybe $851 per point. So you're gonna pay $50,711.02 for the purchase price, and your dues per year start out at $2137.25. So year one, your total amount that you've paid is going to be $52,848. Every year, your dues are going to go up, I calculated, by 4%. The way I got to 4% was just looking at historically what dues have risen in the DVC world. If you look at dues charts, there were some dues this year for certain resorts that went up by almost 9%, and there were some that went up even, I think, below 2%. So I chose 4% for the life of this study, just to because I think that's a fair and even like conservative estimate by how much Disney is going to raise your dues every year. So in the second year, you see that I've taken the total price you've paid in year one, I've added this to year two, plus the new dues price, because those dues have gone up by 4%. Now I started kind of rounding the numbers because they, there's like a decimal point and it could go on forever. So in year two, the total amount you will have given Disney is $55,071. And we'll just keep going, right? Year three, you'll have paid them $57,000. See, this is the dues number here. This is the number that keeps increasing by 4% every year, okay? So in year seven, your dues have gone from, $2137.25 in the beginning, and now you're paying $2704 per year for dues. So this number here is just, I'm taking the total you've paid from the last year, I'm adding the new dues. Because this will be the amount of money that you've given Disney total for your DVC contract if you bought 250 points at the Riviera right now. Okay? So just keep going. By year 10, you've given Disney $76,363, and your dues are already almost $1,000 more, not quite. So at 10 years, you've paid $76,363 for 70 nights. I get that 70 nights number because I said I bought 7 nights, or I would have bought 7 nights, and it's been 10 years, so that's 70 nights. Okay? So at this point, if you have paid $1,090.90 per night to stay at the Riviera. Now you might be saying, what if I sell it at this point? Okay, let's say you sell it and you get your full $50K back. So you would end up spending $26,363 for your nights at the Riviera, divided by those 70 nights, and you will have paid $376.61 per night to stay at the Riviera if you got your $50K back by selling it, and you would be done with DVC. But let's say you keep going. This is year 11 through 15. This is how much your dues are increasing every year, and at the end of 15 years, you will have given Disney $93,488. In 15 years, That means you would have had 105 nights based on your 7 nights per year, right? 7 times 15 is 105. If you divide that amount of money you've given Disney, $93,488, you will have paid $890.36 per night to stay at the Riviera. So that's down from $1,090.90. Now that's how much you would have paid every night that you stayed at the Riviera at this point. Could you still sell it for $50K? Maybe. If you could, you would have paid $43,488 divided by 105. So your night at the Riviera would cost you $414.17 per night every night that you stayed there in the last 15 years. All right, let's keep going. So here again are your dues increasing by 4% every year. By the end of 20 years, you will have given Disney a total of $114,312. You will have been able to stay at the Riviera 140 times. So you would have paid $816.51 per night to stay at the Riviera at this point. But what if you decide to sell and get out of it? Then you would have given them $64,312 and you would have paid $459.37 per night to stay at the Riviera. You can see these numbers. This one's still going down, but this one is actually starting to creep up if you sell. There's some point in between 15 and 20 years, which is the best point to sell for you to get the best price break, because as you'll see, these dues are going to continue to go up and it's going to start to get ugly. Okay, so here's years 21 through 25. So you started out, you've given Disney $14,312, and now your new dues price is $4,677. As you see, your dues have now more than doubled. They doubled right about 20 years. That's true on almost every contract. Your dues are going to double right about the 20-year mark. So now, this is how much money you've given Disney in 21 years. You can look at all of these through 25. So at 25 years, you've given Disney $139,644. You've been able to stay there 175 times, which means you've paid $797 a night to stay there at 96 cents. Again, the sell price, if you sell now, continues to go up at this point. If you sell it for $50K, you can still get your full $50K back, even though there's now only 22 years left on the contract. You will have given Disney $89,644 for 175 nights, meaning you will have paid $512.25 per night, every night for the last 25 years to stay at the Riviera. Now, maybe this is a great price because it's 25 years later and this is already, I think you can actually still get the Riviera Studio for this price with a discount, but probably not in 25 years. But I just want you to consider that if you keep your contract at this point, this is how much money you've given to Disney. This is the point I want to make, is that if you buy DVC, you are choosing to give, you're promising this much money to Disney over the next 25 years. That's a lot of money that you could do something else with. All right, so now we're here is 26 through 30. You can see at year 30, you have given Disney $163,000 and $163,805, and your dues at year 30 are now $6,656 per year. So your dues now have tripled in 30 years. And this is the total amount of money you've spent on your Riviera accommodations over the last 30 years. So how much have you paid per night? You've stayed there 210 nights, so now this is starting to go up to, this has gone up from year 25 and year 30. You will have paid $811.71 per night to stay at the Riviera in a 1-bedroom. If you could still sell it for $50K, even though there's only 17 years left on it, you will have paid $120,460, and you will have paid $573.62 per night. Okay, let's go for years 31 through 35. You've had this contract a long time, but by year 35, your dues are $8,097, and you've given Disney $207,950. Okay, so at year 35, you've stayed there 245 times. You've paid $848.78 per night. If you can still sell it for $50K, even though there's 12 years on it, and maybe you can, maybe $50K is starting to seem like jump change at this point. Who knows? You will have given Disney $157,950, and you will have paid $644.69. All right, let's go for years 36 through 40. By year 40, you will have given Disney $243,709, plus your dues are now $9,851 per year, meaning that you have given Disney $253,560. I mean, do you want to do that? I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't. That's only for the room. It doesn't cover tickets or anything like that. 40 years in, you've stayed there 280 times, and you have paid Disney $905 per night. Almost $906 per night. If you can still sell it for $50K, even though there's 7 years on it, I mean, I'm thinking that's probably hard to do, but then you would have given Disney $203,560, and you would have paid $727 per night. So now we've got years 41 through 47. We're almost at the end. Okay, so in 47 years, you will have given Disney $321,514, plus your dues at the end of your contract are $12,963 per year. $1,000 a month you're paying Disney in dues at the very end of your contract. Okay, so you have given them a total of $334,477 in 47 years. That's what you've paid Disney for your accommodations. Meaning that every single night you stayed at the Riviera, you actually paid $1,016.65. Is that a good value? I don't know. You're having to decide if, you know, maybe this seems like it's free in 47 years from now, but that's every night. That's including the first night you sleep there. This is dividing the entire amount you paid by the entire amount of nights you bought in 47 years, which would be 329 nights if you had a 7-night per year contract. All right. Okay, so where is the sweet spot? In my opinion, the per night sweet spot is if you sell at 15 years. That's when you will have paid the least amount per night if you can get the full purchase price back. In 15 years, if you can get your full $50K back, that's where you will have paid the least per night. But it's still $414 per night. That's still really expensive, and you can get a lot of different accommodations at Disney, including some deluxe for that amount. I just looked at Animal Kingdom, and if I go, I think it was early December, I could get around this price at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Just buying, you know, a stay there from Disney. So that's up to you. I don't think DVC is a good value because I think in the end you will have lost a lot of other opportunities by promising Disney this much money. But that's 100% up to you. But nobody actually tells you this number. They tell you there's some break-even point. There's no break-even point with Disney Vacation Club. Your stays never become free. Never. They actually continue to go up and up and up, and the dues get absolutely insane. That's why they have a strong resale market. But let me remind everybody that in the last 6 years that I've been paying attention to DVC, they are chipping away at everything that makes the resale market appealing, including not allowing you to stay at other resorts. If you think that resale market will still be hopping in 15 years, then I would buy, and I would strongly consider selling at this point. But if you don't think the resale market will still be hot, I wouldn't touch DVC with a 10-foot pole. I think I should add here that I am not your financial guide. I'm not a professional financial person. I'm just somebody who has obsessed over DVC and then made this like realization that it's not a good deal at all, and I would never buy it. And to be honest, it soured me on Disney a little bit because it's such a great deal for them, and it's kind of sketchy the way people don't understand the dues situation. Anyway, if you like this video, or if you want me to do this to a resale contract, leave a comment below. I'd be glad to look at any resale contract and run the numbers out the same way. If you want to see more in depth how I got these numbers, leave a comment. If you think I'm an absolute idiot and you love DVC, go ahead and leave me a comment. I mean, I like to talk about it. I actually just really like talking about it. Anyway, have a good day.